Good morning, everyone. So I thought I'd just talk for a second about the moment that I fell in love. And the interesting thing about this moment is that I actually have it on camera. And at the end, I'll show it to you. So right now I'm at Vermont College of Fine Arts, where I was a student, and now I'm here on the staff. And it's been quite a journey. I started over 9 years ago, and somehow I never even set foot in this place until I came here. I just basically applied, and I kept making the milestones. So I decided that I would come and just check it out and see if it was something that was for me. And next thing I know, I'm still here 9 years later. And the hang was always amazing. I had never really experienced anything like it in a school environment. There's this little pub which is downtown called the Three Penny Tap Room. And in those days, there was really no place to go to just have a beer on campus. So we would all go down there and kind of hang out with the locals a little bit, although you didn't talk to them so much. But you would be discussing stuff like polyrhythms and Stravinsky's early music with the people, the professors that you just had classes with. And they didn't ever call themselves professors. They were always called by their first names. And so it was an environment unlike any that I had ever experienced before. Now, there's a thing called the Songwriting Showcase. And in the Songwriting Showcase, it's just a kind of a place to let off steam. It happens at the end of the week. And the first Songwriting Showcase was in February 2013. And I was there for that. I played guitar on that as in the house band. And it was just really so cool. I had not really had this experience since I played CBGBs in the 80s of being sort of in a band and playing live. And I was just so excited. So I hopped in my car, went down to the Three Penny Tap Room, and got a glass of wine, hung out, discussed the Stravinsky and all that. And about 12:30, 1 o'clock, I came back to campus, and I parked behind one of the dorms, and I went up this slight incline, this hill, but I was just so jazzed and happy that I was walking fast, and I slipped, and I fell on my leg. My whole body weight went on my leg. And so I heard a snap, and I knew that something pretty bad had happened. So I had my roommate with me. I was coming back, but I had dropped him off at the dorm, and it was somewhat cold. And so I laid there for a while. And finally I thought, I'm just going to have to walk across campus. I guess it's maybe half a mile, a quarter of a mile, half a mile. So I got up and I put my leg down, and my foot went like that, but my knee kept straight. So I let out a scream. I'm not much of a screamer, but I screamed then. And somebody from an adjoining dorm came out and put his arm around me, and I kind of hopped into Noble Lounge, which maybe a few people who are watching this would know. And I couldn't really see myself affording an ambulance because I didn't have any health insurance in that time. So I spent overnight in Noble Lounge with a pack of crackers and, a soft drink or something. Then in the morning, Rick Bates and Michael Early loaded me into Rick's car, one person on each side, and we got in there and we went to the hospital. And I had broken my tibia and fibula. So that's not good, just in case you're wondering. So I had, a lot of complications in the hospital and everything, but I was there overnight. And then the next day, I came back to campus, and by then my girlfriend, who's now my wife, had come up to rescue me. So we got a slightly bigger room, and there was a party that night in the room. And that party was so awesome because everybody came, passing by from time to time. There were some people who stayed for a long, long time, and I was there. I was in a cast, which eventually I had to have a nail driven in my leg and all sorts of stuff like that. So it's a long saga, but that was the night that I truly fell in love with VCFA. So I'm going to leave this video with footage of that night because Claudine, my wife, took this footage, and I think it's just, you can just see how cool the hang is. It's really something. And for those of you who are watching this who are from VCFA, students or the faculty or whatever who cannot be here, I just want to say that we miss you terribly, and we want to get back to this hang as soon as possible. So have a great semester, and anybody else who's watching this, find your tribe. This is a point from my last video, but find your tribe. And this tribe is really something special. So with that, I leave you to it. Enjoy.
See that.